And one of the dangers of lacking expectation is that when you lack expectation, you delay manifestation. Without expectation, you hinder the hand of God from manifesting in your life. God responds to the expectation of the saints. And over in the Bible, it showcases how men and women of God who communicated their desperation and expectation to seeing results. And we looked at Mark 10, where we saw blind Bartimaeus communicating his desperation and expectation. Jesus passed him by. He cried, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And the holy, superstitious people around Jesus are like, come on, man. No, chill out. Yeah, man, you're making too much noise. Doesn't take all that. And the more they told him, the more he cried. A great deal. And the Bible says, and Jesus stood still and called on him. And those who were telling him to chill out were like, oh, you find your luck, come. But then he comes and Jesus asks him, what shall I do for you? Now that is very sarcastic. A blind person calling on a miracle worker. What else can I be calling for? But Jesus is not there to assume, to guesswork with you.
What?
He is not playing guesswork or assumption game. What do you expect me to do? Do you want me to buy you shoes? Do you want a cup of coffee? What is your expectation? What is your expectation? The woman with the issue of blood expected to be healed as long as I touch. I expect. If only I can touch. Expectation. What are you expecting from me?
That's good.
In other words, what do you want me to do for you? David in 2 Samuel 24, having counted people, found himself in a very desperate situation.
Yes.
And God had to give him 3 options: famine, or enemies coming after you, or 3 days of a plague. And David expected, yes, I'm going to be punished, but let me put myself, be punished under mercy. Don't put me in the hands of a man. If I go into famine, I have to rely on another man for food. I have to rely on the mercy of the enemy, not to forgive me. Blame me. Let me go into a plague. Put me in the hands of God. But I say, because God is merciful, I expect him to be merciful. And sure enough, you see a plague that was to last 3 days, lasted for a short while. Why? Because he expected mercy in punishment, and God gave mercy.
Whoa.
What is your expectation? What have you been expecting God to do for you?
Come on.
How do you approach him? Do you approach him with expectation or just wishful thinking? David did not cry, oh yeah, oh God, if only, oh, just let him do what he feel like. He was given an option to showcase expectation, and he chose to be punished under the umbrella of mercy. Ask your neighbor, what is your expectation? Ask your other neighbor, what is your expectation? Paul said, according to my earnest expectation and hope, that I will not be put to shame. According to my earnest expectation, I expect never to be ashamed. Come Come what may. I know the God I serve, so I expect never to be ashamed. What is your expectation? When you go where He sent you, do you expect to be ashamed? When He give you an instruction, do you expect to be ashamed? When He call you for a meeting, do you expect Him to shame you? Hello? Ask your neighbor, what is your expectation? Surely there is an end. There is an end to that sickness. There is an end to that financial problem. There is an end to singlehood. Surely there is an end. But what is your expectation? Because only your expectation does not get cut short.